So have you heard the word dysregulated or dysregulation? Well, it's like you're so caught up, you're tripping over yourself. Like maybe after watching the news or trying to manage your emotions in a relationship, or the state of the world right now, it feels chaotic internally. And sometimes if a person becomes too dysregulated, they might not be able to even drive very well, or they'd be at risk for running into a fire hydrant or rear-ending somebody, or maybe they drop things or they talk too loud, or a little bit irrational. It's like if somebody were to pour an ice bucket over the head, it might snap them out of it. That's what dysregulation looks like. By the way, I'm Holly with Holly's Healing Hub. I'm a metaphysical teacher of self-healing and a life coach, and I ask you to please hit the subscribe button and help me out today. I'm really trying to reach more subscribers, and you could be the one to help me today, so I appreciate you so much. And so everybody has been dysregulated at some point in their life, if not daily, depending on your norm, right? And it causes a feeling of chaos, but knowing how to get from chaos to calm is what will bring change in our world, by starting with ourselves, by taking full responsibility for being the change within ourselves that we want to see in the world. And I'm going to give you 3 steps to get out of the internal chaos, or dysregulation as it's called. And I'm not going to start with the obvious things like, deep breathing, grounding. I'm going to trust that you know about all those methods that I've covered in other videos. But today I'm going to talk about the deeper, more core issues in returning to a state of ease and, oh my gosh, even bliss. That's my favorite word, right? Bliss. Bliss is possible. And I don't think we're meant to live in bliss all the time, but glimpses of bliss are what bliss is all about. So you ready? Number 1, you make the choice to trust. You decide to trust that all things in life and on this planet are perfect, even if it is the polarity of darkness that has to rise up before the light can be seen, even something scary in your life. But notice that the first words I said were to make the choice to trust. People always say, oh, just believe, just trust. But, that kind of comes with a feeling that, what if I'm not trusting enough? Or maybe I don't know how to believe in the right way. And the truth is that you have to make the choice. You decide. You decide to make the choice to trust today, to trust here and now. And when the small self, the ego mind, comes in telling you that the world is a sham and you're not going to get it right and you don't have all the answers and they're never going to come, you instead embrace your ego mind and you thank it for trying to keep you safe. And you say, thanks for playing, but no thanks. I'm deciding to trust today because I know in my heart that that is my truth. I know in my heart that I can trust a universe that has my back, a universe that wants what I want, and the universe that says yes when I say yes. Okay, so number 2, the dark serves the light. In order to return to a calm state from dysregulation or chaos, knowing that in your heart of hearts that the true low points are there for you, that things are happening not to you, but for you, and to love whatever arises, embracing the challenging thoughts as well as the good thoughts, knowing that the light has to know the dark in order to mitigate or transmute the darkness back to light. The higher self has to be in relationship with the lower self, the false self, for a while during everyone's life on this planet, right? Very few people get to live their life without this dance between the dark and the light. But my suggestion to you is that you throw yourself open. Throwing yourself open as a willing, courageous soul, open to both the dark and the light, so that the light can transmute the dark. If a person never opens up, afraid of shattering into a million pieces, shattering into a million pieces kind of needs to happen for growth to occur. And that might feel a little like chaos for a while. But trust me, if you go into that space where you embrace the low points, your vulnerabilities, your vices, your deepest fears or traumas, you won't be there very long. You actually free those places within your body where the fear has become lodged as physical pain or illness. And by addressing these low points head on, it makes room around the old stuck energy and begins to churn and bubble up and ultimately evaporating into a healed space within you. You will ask yourself, what took you so long to discover grace and healing, miracles and magic in your life? And finally, number 3, put yourself first. And to put yourself first, you can set emotional boundaries for yourself before reacting to the next news headline, the next scary thing, whether it's something global or social, maybe it's medical or personal. The idea is to decide, to choose how far you are willing to unravel emotionally. You know, not getting so far out that you can't stay centered within yourself and feeling calm enough and emotionally healthy within your center. And also knowing that you are as worthy as the most worthy person on this planet. No matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, no matter how you've lived your life, that knowing that you are worthy of putting your wellness first. You know, we're not meant to live in a state of constant reaction to life. If you're living outside of reasonable emotional boundaries, not putting your wellness first, you know, you're unknowingly creating a toxic environment in your body, which can break your body down over time. And I'm not saying this to create fear in you, you know, but it's just important that you hear this, because if you are often dysregulated emotionally, you are setting yourself up for cycles of drama and trauma to manifest in your life. But you can break the pattern. You can break this pattern if you choose to do so. And let's be real, sometimes it's tempting to overreact to things, like intentionally creating a little drama, because human beings have the need to feel a little titillated sometimes, maybe a little attention seeking. But I want to tell you that you're stronger than that, and you're more able within yourself to stop perpetuating those little mini dramas that really are just kind of self-serving. And they just keep you stuck in a pattern of reaction to life, rather than creating the life that you say that you want. But if your mind is restless like that, think about, you know, start helping other people, finding ways to reach out, using that stagnant energy to, you know, kind of throw it in a new direction. Teach a kid how to read, or, you know, volunteer to help seniors, anything, you know. You don't need to go into those low level frequencies anymore. It can be tempting to stay in the chaos because it's easier actually than doing the emotional work, because people tend to avoid their emotions like the plague. People have gotten used to covering up and hiding their feelings and being afraid of their feelings, and they're, you know, facing their feelings. But you guys, it's how you grow. It's why we are all here. We're here to grow. And I don't want you to be afraid anymore to step outside of your comfort zone for the expansion of your soul. You are worth it. So now we're going to review number 1. Number 1 is you make the choice. You decide. You're the master creator of your life in co-creation with the divine. But you have to choose your thoughts, which will inform your emotion and behaviors. No one else is going to do it for you, but you have the power to do this, to put yourself in the driver's seat and to decide to be strong within your center. Reviewing number 2. Number 2 is the dark serves the light. Trusting that all things in life are perfect, the light and the dark, the good and the bad. Knowing beyond knowing that nothing is by mistake, and you are safe and supported by the universe. The universe wouldn't throw you into this earth matrix without lifelines. You can trust in this, and that the dark informs the light, which means we all have to experience the dark to know the light, and that it's all good. All of it. And number 3, review. Put yourself first. Remember, putting your wellness first above all else, and knowing how worthy you are and how deserving you are to be that person that can rise above the things that make you dysregulated, the things that throw you off, and the things that create unnecessary crisis or drama in your life. And most importantly, with putting yourself first, learning to decide and choose, rather than falling victim or needing somebody to rescue you from the scary things in the world. You have the power within you to regulate yourself and to put yourself first by choosing and choosing again to be strong within your center and to be an amazing co-creator in this life, your amazing life, my friend. Just take a minute and breathe into your potential. You've got this. You can do this. I believe in you. And with that, please help me out today by hitting the subscribe button. You have no idea how appreciative I would be. I will say you rock. And I thank you for your support. And check out my website for individual coaching and my 40 Days to Wellness course. Take care, guys. Have an amazing day.